Welcome to Brett Ridgway's Learning for Life Jam 2020. And in the month of May, we're going to be learning and exploring the tune, I'll Fly Away. And I've wanted to do this one for a while. I've had one of my patrons request it. And I really am surprised I hadn't done a lesson on this. So we're going to do a lesson and then play it with a jam. And if you notice, I am in the key of G. And that is where it's usually played, or tends to be. So we're gonna play it, and I'm going to actually teach it in D, and then I'll put the capo up and explain what to do in G, but your practice tracks will only be in G for this tune. So we are in D-A-D tuning, and we're going to play the melody string on 2, and you can use your thumb and ring or your pointer and ring. So you're going to play 2. Actually, let me just give the basic melody. 2, open, middle, open, melody, open. So 2, open, middle, melody. And between each one of those notes, you're going to do a ditty. So you're going to strum out, and I'm coming just back on the bass. Make sure you're anchoring. Here's what we've got. That's just kind of what a guitar would do right there. Again, let's do it again. Then you're going to put your ring finger on 1 and your pointer finger on 2, or your thumb on 2, whichever you want to do. And you're going to put them down together. You're going to play 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. Or 2, 1, just lift up your thumb because you're holding that 1. 2, 3, 2. And you can make that a little fancier. Just by putting in a couple ditties. Ditty, 2, 3, 2, ditty, 1, ditty. So let's do that again. Now, your basic melody is this, from that point, which is melody, middle string at 1, 1, 1, open. But we're going to fancy that up, and instead of playing that basic melody, we're going to be playing an inverted G chord. So an inverted G chord, your pointer finger is on the bass string at 3, and your ring finger is on the middle string at 1. So taking you to that point, sorry, that should stay it down at 1. Go to your inverted G. So again, we're going to make this fancier, but you're playing middle strum, middle strum, middle strum, 1, 1, open. But to fancy this up, we're going to do hammer-ons with our ring finger on 1. So again, from the beginning, so we don't get too far ahead. And you don't have to do hammer-ons for everyone. You could go. Bum, diddy, bum, diddy, bum, diddy, bum, diddy. And then the middle string. So one more time. inverted G, so make sure that's memorized up to that point. And instead of doing that last ditty, we're going to do a little lick, and it's going to sound like this. And we've done this before, but you're going to play the melody, you're going to come back on the middle, you're going to put your ring finger down on the middle string at 1, pick out, lift it off, play the middle string open. So here's what you have. Watch the pick direction. Out, back, out, back. Melody, middle, 1 on the middle, middle, then out on the bass at 2, 1, open. And that's a little, in this case, a D lick that you could throw in at the end of a phrase. And you might want to learn this little bit separate. Out, back, out, back, out, back, out. From the beginning. Then the tune starts again. So your first two phrases of the when you start over are going to be the same as the first two phrases at the beginning. So one more time. Inverted G, hammer on. Instead of doing hammering, you can hit the melody, middle, open. Starts again. Sorry. Now, before we go on, I want to explain something about this inverted G. You're filling in, so you could go which is what I showed you to do. You could do it 3 times. You could do it the first and the third time. You could just do it once in the middle. So that's where you want to start embellishing on your own and mix it up. Starts again. I'm going to take you up to the point we need to be. And this is where it changes. Open, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, open. Oh, 1, 2, 2, 2. Leave that ring finger down. 1, 1, open. Now we can fancy that up. Open, 1, hammer on, hammer on, hammer on. 1, 1, open, or open. So let's go up to that point. Sorry about that. open, and then you could throw in that lick again. And that's the verse of I'll Fly Away. One more time. So make sure that that verse is memorized before you move on. Don't just play through the video. You want to learn slow. You want to learn well. Make sure that's memorized. I do hope you're enjoying these lessons. I know I mention my patrons in every video, and it's because of them that these lessons are out there, that they are free, that there's no charge, because there are those willing to give back. And I want to thank them. I appreciate their help. And I would encourage you, if you're learning from these lessons, that you might consider investing in your own learning by investing in this program, if this is part of how you are learning to play and if you're learning to jam. And I do hope the lessons are a blessing. I work very hard to keep these free. I also work very hard to make these quality lessons. So I do hope they're a blessing, and I hope you're enjoying this. So let's do part 2. 2, 3, 4, diddy, 4, diddy, 4, diddy. Now notice I'm leaving these fingers down. These back 2 fingers. It's because I'm coming back to it. And one of the things in mountain dulcimer playing is you want to move your left hand as little as possible. When you lift up those fingers, that's a waste of time. It's a waste of space. So you're going 2, 3, 4, diddy, 4, diddy, 4, diddy, 2, 3, 4, diddy, 2, 1, open. When you do the 1, you can make an A if you want. 2, 3, 4, diddy, 4, diddy, 4, diddy, 2, 3, 4, 2, A, open. So make sure that's memorized. You can do a hammer on, fancy it up a little bit. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, open. And now we're going to get into some very familiar territory. If you memorized part A, you're going to make that inverted G, and we're doing the same thing. With the ending. So let's do that again. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, open, inverted G, hammer on, ending lick. Then it starts all over again. Here's our last little phrase. Oh, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, open, little lick. We can fancy that up. Hammer on, hammer on, hammer on, 1, 1, open. So let's play all of part B. I fancied that up a little bit. Sorry about that. So I'm going to play it all the way from the beginning in D. And I really don't want you to move to G until you have the D memorized. But we'll show you how to do it up here. So from the beginning. So there you have it in D. Now, to play this in G, you're going to put your capo on your 3rd fret. And usually when you're playing in D, you often skip the 6th fret and you play the 6.5. What I want you to do is you're going to actually ignore the 6.5, and if this capo wasn't on here, you'd have 2 long frets and a short fret. That's how you're going to play it here. 2 long frets and a short fret. And then your next note will be up on 7. So it's going to, if you played your scale, you're actually skipping the 6.5. So I'm going to play this through for you. I don't need to reteach it. I just want you to understand how this fret here is going to work, your 6. So down here you played straight 2, 3, 4. Now you're skipping the 6.5 and you're playing 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. So I really don't think I need to reteach it. If you know it in D and can play it by memory, you can do the same thing up here. There may be a little bit of adjustment getting used to this. That's what you want to work on. I'm going to give you a practice track. I'm going to play it the first time and then let you have the second 2 tracks on your own. So I'll Fly Away in the key of G. Here we go. So there you have it in the key of G. You should have fun with that. Practice that. Next week we will be exploring some chords and putting it all together. Thank you, patrons. Thank you to those who are watching. Thank you to those who are sharing, commenting, liking. And we will see you next week for your next lesson. God bless.